Good morning, everyone who's participating in the Sleep In. I'm Katie Williamson, and I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. And I have here with me Sara Clem. She is my yoga instructor. I've been working with her for like 4 or 5 years, and she's really awesome. And I've been diagnosed with narcolepsy for over almost 6 years now. And I've been practicing yoga for even longer, but yoga has really, in the past few years, and especially during this pandemic, has really been a really big part of my life. And so I'm excited to share Sara with you this morning. She's going to walk us through some like early morning yoga and breathing. So thank you to Sara and welcome.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited to join your community today. I believe sleep is a pillar to good health and wellness. And today I'm going to offer you just a nice, gentle way to start your morning. Don't worry, you don't need to be a practicing yogi to participate today. I'm going to be doing it from my bed. So for those of you who are still in bed, you can just join me where you are. For those of you who prefer to roll out a mat, go ahead and grab your mat and just meet us on the floor. But this will be a nice 15 to 20 minutes, an opportunity for us just to sort of set the tone for the day we want to unfold. So we're going to start out just in a nice, comfortable seat. So just find a position that feels good in your body. And we're going to initially start out just connecting to our breath. So I'm just going to invite you to start out by just finding a little space in your body. So place your hands on your lap. Take a nice, nourishing inhale in through your nose. And let it all out through your mouth. H-A. Take another breath and let your shoulders draw up by your ears. And as you exhale, just draw those shoulders back and away. Take a moment now, just get comfortable here, and just start to bring your awareness inwards. As we start out our morning, just becoming more connected to our own natural breath. If it's available for you, you can close your eyes. But wherever you are, I just want you to take a moment and just to notice. Notice the crown of your head reaching upwards towards the sky. Feel your bottoms root maybe into your bed or into the earth on your mat. And then bring that same mindful awareness now just to your own natural breath. Noticing today is your breath nice and easy, maybe just like water trickling down a mountain stream. Or maybe you woke up this morning and you're already discovering your breath is feeling a little forced, a little rugged. That's okay too. Just acknowledge where you are. And then let it go. Just like clouds that float over our head, we're going to let those same thoughts and feelings just drift away. And we're just going to give ourselves a few quiet moments here just to get anchored in our breath. Our breath is really the window to everything else that's happening in our life. So just begin to notice. Feel the full expanse of your breath as you take that next inhale. Give yourself time to take that breath in as you inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, maybe slowly now draw the navel in towards the spine and just let all that old stale breath go. Take this for just a few more rounds. And then as you take your next breath, I'm going to invite you now just to inhale and sweep your hands all the way up over your head. Give yourself a nice big stretch this morning. And then exhale, just bring your hands towards your heart. Take another breath, and now just release your hands to your lap. So as we start this journey of letting go and starting to get ourselves ready to start a new day, fresh with hope and optimism and energy, we're going to just start out with a real gentle way just to release any tension that we might be holding on to. Just take the tip of your tongue and bring it up to the roof of your mouth. What you'll notice is a gentle release around your jawline. I want you just to imagine now there's that same feeling of release just slowly cascading down your body. Take another nice nourishing inhale in through your nose. And let it all go again out through your mouth. H-A. One more time, we're going to inhale, sweep your hands all the way up over your head. And this time I'm going to invite you to exhale and just bring your right hand to the side. Reach and extend up with your left hand, and then slowly stretch over to the right side. Try and keep that left hip rooted and just start to feel the side body begin to open and awaken for you. Take another breath, and as we take that next inhale, we're just going to come back to center, and we're just going to return the left hand to the earth or to your bed. Take a breath, inhale, sweep your hands all the way up, reach and extend again. Just starts to wake us up ever so gently. And then exhale, take the left hand to the left side, reach and extend up with your right hand. And if it's available, just slowly start to hinge over to the left. That gentle stretch should feel good in your body first thing in the morning. Inhale, bring yourself, hands both back to either side of your body. Take another breath, sweep the hands up, reach and extend. And then exhale, bring the hands right down through your midline and rest your hands on your lap. So after a long night's sleep, we might feel some little aches and pains, or maybe even a little stiffness in different parts of our body. So we're going to open everything up. We're going to start out with your head. So as you take your next inhale, I'm just going to invite you to take a breath and shift your gaze up towards the sky. As you exhale, I'm going to just invite you now just to bring your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, bring your gaze back to center. Exhale, shift your gaze over your right shoulder. Pause here for a breath. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, shift your gaze over your left shoulder. And maybe here even just notice a subtle difference from one side of your body to the other. And then inhale again back to center. Now some of you may feel a little stiff while we did that. It's still early in the morning, so you might just want to repeat that one more time. For those of you who are looking for a little more space, as you take your next exhale, just drop your chin into your chest. And nice and slow, just start to roll your neck to the right. If you hear a few little pops or cracks, that's okay. We're just waking up for the morning. Nice and slow. One more time. Come back to center, take a breath, notice how you feel. And then on that next exhale, drop your chin in. And we're just going to start to roll it to the left. Inhale, back to center. Take another breath now. Sweep your hands all the way up over your head. A nice big stretch. That should feel good. And then exhale. This time, just bring your hands to either side and maybe shift your gaze up and just pause here for a moment. Feel your heart lift as your shoulders draw back and away. And just start to imagine the day that awaits. And think about moving forward with your day with a nice, big, open heart. Take another breath. Inhale again. Sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale. This time, we're going to bring the hands all the way behind you. Interlace your hands. And now we're just going to draw our fists towards the bed or towards the earth. And we're going to feel this nice squeeze between the shoulder blades. This should feel really good in your body. Just stay here for another breath. Gaze can be down, gaze can be with the heart, or you can even shift your gaze up. Just notice how you're feeling. Take another breath, reach and extend out through the arms so you get that nice squeeze between your shoulder blades. This time we're going to exhale. We're going to take our same interlaced hands and just place them underneath the right rib cage. Now for some of us, this is where we'll want to stop. We can already feel a nice opening through the heart and a nice stretch. But for others of us, we might be looking for a little more space so we can shift our gaze over our left shoulder. And I invite you again just to stay here for a breath. Sit up nice and tall and just start to bring that space into your body. And your next breath, shift your gaze back to center. Extend your hands all the way back. Just feel a nice stretch again. And then we're just going to take it over to the left side. So again, my interlaced hands go underneath my left rib cage. My gaze can stay steady here, or if you're looking for a little more space, just shift your gaze over your right shoulder. And again, we're just going to pause here for a breath. On the next exhale, bring your gaze back to center. And again, take another big stretch here. Should feel good, especially early in the morning. This is a nice way to bring some space into your body. And then as we exhale, we're just going to bring our hands forward. I invite you now to interlace your hands and extend your palms out. Draw your shoulders back and away and just find a little space here. For any of my friends here who you might deal with carpal tunnel as well, this is always a nice stretch for you. So really reach and extend out through the palms. And then on the next breath, we're just going to ride that breath all the way up. Reach and extend, reach upwards towards the sky. Now from here, we're going to come into a real gentle twist. We're going to exhale and we're going to bring our left hand to the outside edge of our right thigh. And we're going to bring our right hand to support ourselves behind the right hip. So as I exhale, my hands come all the way around and I gently twist. Gaze may be steady with my heart, or if you're looking for a little more space, inhale, lift up so you feel that core engaged for you. And then maybe you shift your gaze over the right shoulder. Wherever you are, just breathe into this space. And then on that next exhale, come back to center. As we come back to center, again, we're going to sit up nice and tall, take a breath. Again, just notice how we're feeling. Inhale again, sweep the hands upwards towards the sky. Exhale again. We're going to shift into that twist, taking it to the left. So all we're going to do now is cross our right hand to the outside edge of our left thigh. And our left hand's going to go behind our left hip. Now again, we could stay here, or we inhale, lift up, feel the core engage, and then slowly start to twist. It's early in the morning, so don't force anything. Just start to look for some space. So maybe the gaze is with your heart, or maybe you find your gaze is extending over your left shoulder. Wherever you are, I just invite you to stay here for one more breath. And then on that next exhale, again, we're going to inhale, sweep the hands all the way up, reach up towards the sky. Take a breath again, extend the arms out, palms facing up. In yoga, when our palms are facing up, it means we're open and accepting. So be open and accepting of a new day and what it has to offer. Feel your heart lift. And then inhale again, sweep the hands up. Exhale, this time we're going to bring our hands right down through our midline. And we're going to release the hands to the lap. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And then as we exhale, we're going to gently bow forward. And as we do, we're going to start to take some real gentle circles, just a few times to the right. When we start to take these really gentle circles, it's a nice way for us to start to bring space into the upper body, open up our hips, and just sort of let go of that old stagnant energy that might still be in our low back. The circular motions too are often really calming for our body. So it's a nice way just to gently start a new day. We're going to just do the same thing. We're going to take a breath, come back to center, and then all we're going to do is shift the direction. So this time we're taking it a few times to the left. It's not uncommon if you feel a little tighter on one side of the body over the other. Just acknowledge where you are and remind yourself whatever you're feeling, it's just temporary. Last time. And then we're going to inhale again and come back to our seat. As we come back to our seat, again, we're rooting in and rising up. We might start to feel a little more energized. So we're going to inhale again and sweep the hands up. This time we're going to exhale. Bring your hands all the way down through your midline. And now just bring your hands to your lap. Let your fingertips just drift over your kneecaps. We're going to go into a modification. If you normally practice yoga or a regular yoga practitioner, that's a modification of cat and cow. If you're new to yoga, this is a great pose. It gives you some flexibility in the spine. It's a nice way to calm the body, but it's also considered a heart opener. And heart openers in yoga, they give us a nice gentle boost of energy. So it's a great pose to do really any time of the day, sitting at your desk or on the floor. Today, we're just going to do a nice seated version here in our bed. So we're going to start nice and tall. Fingertips are drifting over the kneecaps. We're going to inhale. Hands are going to drift back towards the hips. Elbows are going to hinge towards the spine. Gaze is going to go up. We're just going to feel a nice squeeze here. We're going to exhale. Bring the chin into chest, navel into spine. And then again, feel that space beginning to open, expand through the heart. Exhale, roll it forward, draw the navel in towards the spine, and again, find that stretch in the spine. And then as we inhale, one more time, we're going to open through the heart. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Take a breath. From here, we're actually going to make our way onto our backs for a moment. So I'm going to spin around. I'm going to bring my knees in towards my chest. And I'm going to just slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Now, as you make your way down, just work with the space that you have in your bed. Bring your knees into your chest. And now just gently rock back and forth from side to side. This is going to give you just a nice little massage in the back. If that feels good and you're looking for a little more space, you might want to start to take little circles with the knees a few times to the right. And then shift the direction. Just take it a few times to the left. The other benefit of doing this is it actually helps us increase the blood flow in the low back. So if we generally live in a tighter body, this will give us a little space when we start the day. Now come back to center, and on that next breath, I'm just going to invite you to extend the feet all the way up towards the sky. So this is a version of our legs up the wall. Based on range of motion, each one of us is going to feel different. It is fine if your knees are bent. It's just a sign you're a little tight in the hamstrings. So to support yourself, you could bring your hands to the back of your thighs to give yourself a little support here. For those of you who have a little more space in your body, I invite you just to bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Take a breath wherever you are. Draw the shoulders back and away from your ears. You can either support yourself with your hands holding onto the hamstrings, and maybe early this morning, just run the hands up and down your legs for a nice massage. Or if you're looking for a little more restorative space, you could bring your hands to either side, maybe close your eyes and just stay here for a breath. So this is a version of legs up the wall, which is a great restorative pose any time of the day. It's a nice way to start your morning, and it's a beautiful way to end your day because it naturally calms the body. And we're going to take another breath. And on this next exhale, again, I'm just going to bring my knees back in towards my chest. I'm going to exhale now and just drop the soles of my feet to the earth. And then I'm going to extend my arms out into T. So the hands could be bent as cactus arms, or they can extend all the way out on the bed. Sometimes you have a few pillows and things that you need to work around. That's fine. But take a breath, and on that next breath, I'm going to invite you to drop your knees over to the right. Now, as you drop your knees over to the right, you're going to feel a nice stretch So awakening, again, that lower back, it gives us space in the heart. You can keep your gaze steady with your knees to keep this nice and restorative, or if you're looking for a little more space, to shift your gaze over your left fingertips. Now, reclining twists are a great way not only to awaken the spine. In the spring, it's really nice for the body. Twists are a nice way to naturally begin to stimulate our digestive system. And this is a nice restorative pose. So if this feels good for you, you could stay here for really several rounds of breath. For today's video, though, we're just going to stay here for one more breath. And then on our next inhale, we're just going to bring our knees back to center. As we exhale, I'm going to invite you now just to drop your knees over to the left side. And again, your gaze could stay with your knees, or your gaze could extend over your right hand. It's really what feels best in your body. We're going to stay here for another breath and just again, feel our hard edges begin to soften. Just feel the weight of our body, just surrender and let go. Stay here for another breath. Inhale, bring your knees now back to center. Now we're going to do a pose called Happy Baby. It's called Happy Baby because you see babies in their cribs doing the same pose. It's a nice way for us to open up our hips as well as our lower back and release some tension we might be holding on to. So again, we're going to bring our knees into our chest. Now for my friends who live in a tighter body, you can hold on to your calves or your ankles, or even if you have a yoga strap, you could place it over the soles of your feet. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to bring the soles of our feet up towards the sky. And then we're going to reach our hands up and take hold of the outside edges of the soles of the feet if we can reach them. But again, each one is built differently, so listen to your body and what works for you. As you take your next exhale, I'm just going to invite you to gently persuade the knees towards the earth. Now, you shouldn't feel anything sharp or electrical. It should just feel like a nice release, nice opportunity to bring some space into our body this morning. And then maybe here, just like a happy baby in its crib, you might gently rock from side to side. Now, on the next breath, I'm just going to invite you one more time to come back to stillness. And then exhale, release yourself from the bind, bring the knees back into your chest, and then take a nice big stretch, reach and extend your body all the way out. This is a nice way, again, to start to awaken yourself, just like you do in the morning when you're just getting that first stretch. It really opens and awakens the body, and then exhale, bring the knees back to center. Now we're going to make our way back up. So we can either cross at the ankles and roll ourselves forward, or we could just roll to our side, however we choose to get there. I'm going to invite you now just again to sit up nice and tall. And again, one more time, to feel the crown of your head reach up and just to feel your bottoms root in. Take another breath. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up towards the sky. And the exhale, bring your hands to either side, palms facing out again, open and ready to receive. Take a breath here. Gaze again can be steady with the heart, or gaze could begin to shift up. And again, take this opportunity to sort of think about your day and how we can move forward with our day with openness and acceptance for ourselves where we are, right here, right now. As we take our next inhale, one more time, sweep the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands back towards your heart. Take another nice, nourishing inhale in. And let everything else go. HA. Give yourself permission every day just to slow down and greet your day. If we don't have time for movement, just a few mindful breaths. The way that we start our day really sets the tone for the rest of the day. I want you to take a quiet moment here and just think about your day. and how you would like your day to unfold. And then maybe shift that same energy over to setting an intention for your day. And that intention could be something for yourself or just a feeling of goodwill that you just want to send out to the world. And then as you take your next breath, I invite you now just to bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly. And to mindfully just draw your chin in towards your chest. And to just give yourself a quiet moment here just to notice the rhythm of your breath and the beat of your heart. And to remind yourself that peace lives here in this place. Take another breath. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Place that energy in your palms. Exhale, bring it back to your heart. Bring those beautiful smiles to your face. It really does start to set the tone for the rest of your day. And thank you all for starting your morning with me, and I wish you a beautiful day. As I end class today, I'd like to seal it with Namaste, which, if you're unfamiliar with Namaste, it's a greeting, and it basically means I see the light in you, and I hope that you see the light that lives within me. And I'd like to seal our class today with Namaste. Be well, friends. Thanks again for joining me in the bedroom today. I hope you have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much, Sarah. That was wonderful. Rue and I really enjoyed it. He wanted to come say hi to everyone. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to be part of your community this week. And please feel free to follow Salveo Yoga on social media. And we try and give a lot of tips and helpful things to help you live a full and grounded life.
Thank you, Sarah, so much. It's been so amazing. I want to wake up with you every morning.
Thanks,
Playing this every morning.
I know. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Rue, for introducing us to Sarah and bringing Sarah into our lives. So thank you, everybody who tuned in live this morning. We hope you had, we're getting great comments. This was lovely. Thank you, Sarah. So I know it's very appreciated.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, guys. We'll see you again soon. We have the next broadcast at 2 p.m. Eastern for our panel discussion about sleep and our space in our environments. So we will stay zen until then.
Sounds great. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, guys.